So this spindle assembly checkpoint is composed of two proteins, and the name of the protein is MAD and BUB. So one protein is MAD and the other protein is BUB. These two proteins compose the spindle assembly checkpoint, and we will look how this checkpoint works. Let us assume that this is a chromosome before the metaphase stage. So this chromosome is bound with a protein, and the name of the protein is BUB. So BUB is attached to this BUB protein binds to the kinetochore of the chromosomes before the anaphase stage of mitosis. So we have already learnt about the attachment of spindle fibers with the chromosomes, and these spindle fibers also attaches with the kinetochore of the chromosomes. So this kinetochore is the site of attachment of the spindle fiber. This BUB protein basically ensures that chromosomes does not attach with the spindle fibers prematurely. So this is the role of BUB protein. It will only allow the spindle fibers to bind with the chromosome when it is needed, when the process is needed. So this is the function of BUB protein. And what the MAD protein do? What is the function of MAD protein? This MAD protein binds to another protein which is named as CDC20. MAD protein binds with another protein. MAD binds to another protein called CDC20. CDC20 is a protein that is responsible for the activation of anaphase promoting complex. So it is clear that what is the function of these two proteins of the spindle assembly checkpoint? The BUB protein binds to the kinetochore of the chromosomes and prevents the attachment of the spindle fibers with the chromosomes prematurely. And MAD protein binds to another protein, the name of which is CDC20. And CDC20 is a protein that helps in the activation of APC. So when CDC20 binds with APC, APC is activated. And we know that what will happen if APC is activated? Metaphase to anaphase transition will occur. So if CDC20 is bound to MAD protein, it can no longer bind with the APC. In that case, APC will remain inactive. APC cannot get activated. So this CDC20 protein is hijacked by the MAD protein to make it unavailable to bind with APC. So if CDC20 is hijacked with the MAD protein, what will happen? No CDC20 protein will be there to bind with the APC, and APC will remain inactive. So this is the concept. From this point, we can see that both the MAD and the BUB proteins are responsible for preventing the metaphase to anaphase transition. Now let's look into two cases. The first case is that when the chromosome is attached with the spindle fiber, and the second case is when the chromosome is not attached with the spindle fiber. So in the first case, when the chromosome is not attached with the spindle fiber, what will happen? This BUB protein will remain bound to the kinetochore of the chromosomes, as we have already discussed. So when the BUB protein is bound with the chromosome, the MAD protein will remain bound to the CDC20 protein. And we know that CDC20 is responsible for the activation of APC. So when APC is bound with CDC20, the APC will be activated. But if the MAD protein is bound with the CDC20 protein, this CDC20 is not free to bind with the APC. So the APC will remain inactive. So in this case, APC will be inactive. And if APC is inactive, then what will happen? The anaphase transition will not occur, because anaphase promoting complex promotes the anaphase transition. But once it is inactive, it will not be capable to do so. Its function will be lost. So anaphase transition will not occur. And the second case is that when the spindle is attached with the chromosome. So once the spindle gets attached with the chromosomes, this BUB protein will be released. Attachment of the spindle fibers with the chromosome leads to the release of the BUB protein. Once the BUB protein is released, it will try to bind with the MAT proteins. But the MAT proteins are already bound to CDC20 protein. So what the BUB protein will do is that it will hijack the MAT proteins. So this is the chromosome and the spindle fiber is attached like that. So once the spindle is attached with the chromosome, the BUB protein will be released. BUB protein is released and the MAT protein was bound to CDC20 protein. MAT was bound with CDC20. So this BUB protein will hijack the MAT proteins. So BUB will hijack the MAT proteins. So BUB will now form a complex with the BUB protein will hijack the MAT proteins and form a complex with it. And as a result, what will happen? The CDC20 will become free and this CDC20 can now bind with APC. So this CDC20 will now bind with APC and this CDC20 binding with the APC causes the activation of APC. Once the CDC20 is bound with APC, it will now promote the anaphase. So this is how the anaphase promoting complex promotes the anaphase transition once the spindle fibers are correctly attached to the chromosome. Now let's look into the matter that how the anaphase promoting complex actually helps in the promotion to the anaphase. During the metaphase stage, what happens? The sister chromatids are attached together at their centromere, and this attachment is due to the presence of a chemical substance between the two centromeres. So this chemical substance acts as a glue. It has a function similar to a glue. So this glue keeps the sister chromatids together attached during the metaphase stage, and during the progression to the anaphase, the separation of sister chromatids occur, and this separation can only be done only if this glue is destroyed. So this destruction of this glue is carried out by the anaphase promoting complex. So anaphase promoting complex destroys the glue, and in this way it helps in the separation of the sister chromatids. And this separation of the sister chromatids is the step that occurs during the anaphase stage. This separation step occurs during the anaphase. So the glue, the chemical substance that acts as a glue, is named as cohesin. So cohesin is present in between the two sister chromatids. So this cohesin must be destroyed before the anaphase in order to separate the two sister chromatids. And this destruction of the cohesin is facilitated by the anaphase promoting complex. So this anaphase promoting complex helps in the recruitment of the enzymes that destroys the cohesin molecules, and this in turn results in the separation of the two sister chromatids. So once cohesin is degraded, the two sister chromatids can move in the two opposite poles of the cell. So this is how the anaphase promoting complex performs its function.